We want to go to Claire Shipman because there's a story this morning, brand new story this morning, which might indicate that the hijackers knew Secret Service codes about the president and the White House, and we want her to tell us about that. Claire.
Well, that's right, Diane. It's the story that everybody's been talking about since late yesterday and overnight. And essentially what it is the White House made a surprising announcement yesterday. They told us that on Tuesday they had a credible threat both against the White House and Air Force One. Ari Fleischer, the president's spokesman, and then Attorney General John Ashcroft didn't give us any details, but did call it a credible threat. The New York Times was told by a senior White House official that there was actually a phoned-in threat on Tuesday against Air Force One. And apparently one of the reasons this official says they found it credible was they were using code words that normally people wouldn't know. The president's code name, Secret Service code name, which, as we talked about before, is Trailblazer, and we all know that. There might have been some other information to make them believe it was a more credible threat.
All right, Claire, thanks to you. We are standing by because we are going to be talking to the Attorney General of the United States, John Ashcroft, and want to see, there he is. He is wired up and ready. And Mr. Attorney General, we thank you for joining us this morning. I want to turn, if I could, Mr. Attorney General, to the report we just heard about from Claire Shipman, the report in the New York Times this morning, that the hijackers may have phoned the Secret Service with threats using codes that were private codes. Is this true? How do you think they got them?
Well, I do know that our nation understood and learned that there were credible threats against the White House and Air Force One.
Using codes?
I'm not going to discuss.
Codes?
I'm not in a position to discuss the nature of the evidence regarding those threats, but they were credible threats, and we take them very seriously.